last time on Action Economy, all you guys fell asleep. Like wusses. Not at all. You all fought valiantly against some strange creature.
The bunny.
What?
The bunny.
The bunny. No singing. Don't. Okay.
I don't know what they're going to say, but I wanted to shout it out, but I didn't know what it was going to be.
Alright. So.
In the sex shop! I think that's what it was.
No, we left the sex shop.
You left.
But that's where we fought the bunny.
That is where you fought the bunny.
Yes.
Nade got burned horribly.
Ow. Oh, do I...
No, you guys have essentially taken a full rest. You're all back to normal.
Cool.
Because immediately afterwards, after failing to get a hold of some firearms that you found out weren't real, music started to play, and all of you fell asleep one by one. I believe Techno was the only one who was able to stay up for a singular round.
Yes.
And he made it out of the building, and then slammed to the ground, unconscious. All of you guys are fine, rested up. You don't know how much time has passed. But when you all wake up, thank you. When you all wake up, a bunch of those little droids that you love so much, Austin.
Yes.
Are standing over you. There's a couple other droids that look they look more like more purpose-built cleaning droids. They're large and square. The same smooth white aesthetic to them, but they're cleaning up the area that you guys are in. And yes, you've all awoken. You're on the floor. Techno, you seem to have been moved back over with the group. Do you guys do anything right off the bat?
I'll probably just blindly swing my sword out and go, "What happened?"
Well, you blindly swing your half of a scissors out.
Yes.
And I'm just going to say you don't hit anything because, man, why you gotta hurt these things? Does anybody else want to try anything?
I will, sit up, look around.
Okay. Just basic waking.
Are we still in the same place we were before?
Yeah. You guys are still in the same location that you woke up in, or fell asleep in. That's how English. Over the radio, I don't remember if I ever told... Did the robot guy tell you his name?
If he
yes,
did,
I
forgot.
believe he did, but I don't remember.
Okay. I'm going to take your word for it. Hunter is his name.
Yes,
yeah, I think...
Comes over the intercoms and goes, "Oh, good. You're finally awake.
What the hell was that?
I can see you're talking. I can't hear you."
God, I throw my sword. I go, "Why is it only one way? We have technology."
So, I don't know what happened, but I was monitoring you during your fight. Something started to play over the radio. I have no control over it whatsoever. But you all passed out from it. I can only assume that it is magical of some sort. It's never happened before. And do any of you know what's going on? Just nod your head yes if you do.
I go, "I'm not gonna fucking do that." And I'll just go, "Oh, I'm just angry at the moment."
Okay.
I go, "Does it look like a..."
Just pointing at the camera going, "No!" Making
just
strangle.
I just angrily walk and grab the scissors.
Okay.
I look at I look up at the camera and just go, basically no,
All
I have
right.
no idea.
Well,
He's
I will
drugged because
turn
this
to
is
one
an
of the
audio
robots
podcast.
real quick
Uh-huh.
and say, where can I get a gun?
Wait, did she talk?
She speaks.
Yes.
What the fuck, you talk?
Techno just kind of looks at her, just observing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
The robot looks at you and kind of tilts its head to the side a little bit. Very cute and adorable. It shrugs and tries to do that speech that it did before, where it's just an awful noise. It's not yelling it, so it's not, like, super annoying, but you don't understand a word of whatever this thing is trying to tell
I'll
you.
smile and nod until it's done.
As it's talking, I go, "Shut up! Just stop! We can't understand you. I hate that noise immensely."
It stops. And they start to march off. Hunter says over the intercom that after you passed out, I sent some of those to just kind of keep an eye on you to make sure whatever that thing was doesn't come back. But it seemed like there was more of them that ransacked the store you were in. I have a feeling that was not the entire creature. There was a lot of stain left over all over the place, more so than in just the shops you were in. So there's probably more out there, which means that it's dangerous. I wish I could provide you weapons, but I honestly cannot.
Yeah, I immediately stopped miming gun.
So the best thing that I can say is to either try and find where the source of these little chocolate monsters are coming from and deal with it to eliminate the threat, or just deal with the fact that these things are running around and continue your search to find a way to get towards the current area's power.
Alright, I look at him and I start miming money.
Okay. The Eternity has its own internal economy. If you're looking for money, I can't exactly just transfer it to you. I don't have access to that. It was dealt with on a more person-to-person basis. There were banks and such. If we restore power to the area, we can open up things and you can loot to your heart's content, and you'll probably find some money that way.
God, I fucking hate this place.
We should find the power source then. I don't know how many of those things we can deal with
plastic knives and a half scissors and a broken ball? Yeah. I don't...
I'm
like
pretty good as long as I don't try to tackle those fucks again.
Perhaps, but we should probably try to arm ourselves. It would be helpful.
And perhaps get something more than what we have currently wearing.
Yeah. There's more... So the area that you're in is like essentially like the center of a mall type spot. For the sake of time, as you would explore the area, you'd find that there's more of these. They're small sections that they kind of connect to each other. So there are more places to explore. There's more things to look for. What is the top priority of what you're going to be looking for right now?
I would
Armor,
suggest
something
that
for
we
weapons.
look for weapons and hunt down those creatures. Otherwise, they will impede us.
I'm going to focus on looking for weaponry and components to make a grenade.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to also look around for weaponry, but I'm also going to look around for a place that might have more details of the ship.
Are you guys going to split up at all, or are you going to stay together?
I think we should stay together.
Well,
I concur.
Yeah, I think we should stay together.
We
I
should
think
stick
we're
together
also
with
mostly looking for weapons anyway, so we'll be kind of,
Okay.
We should stick together, at least in the same general area.
Yeah.
So if we shout, the others can come.
So, just for ease of use sake here, as you guys explore, you can find either blunt or sharp improvised weapons that will come in light, medium, or heavy. The heavy ones, if you choose those, they will do a lot of damage, but there is a strength requirement to use it.
Mm.
And it's also going to depend on what you want thematically for it.
Mm.
The medium ones, there's going to be the equivalent of like finding your quote-unquote sword-like item. And then light weapons you can throw, but they're improvised, and you can either, again, find blunt or sharp objects. I'm looking at you because I know you want something sharp. Or, I don't know, you might want a big blunt, like, weapon of some sort. But...
I like just weapons.
Okay.
She's not picky.
Yeah, I want to look for stuff that I can throw.
Okay, so you want to try and find some stuff to throw?
Yeah, I would also
Throwing?
like that. I am a dex
Do you
person.
want to try and find some stuff to throw, or do you want to try and find, like, what types
I don't
of
get any sort of melee
improvised
bonus,
weapons
so-
would you guys look for?
Something. I guess I'll look for more something like something dagger-esque. Something
Okay,
like that.
small?
Something small, yeah.
Okay.
Big, and I'm gonna use it to smash my enemies.
Okay.
And also have a grenade, if I can.
So,
It's my ability.
we'll say that all of you guys get a hold of these items. Tom, we'll give for you 10 seems good enough. 10, 1d4. Are you looking for blunt objects or sharp objects?
Either one's fine.
Well, it's up to you.
I'll look for a collection of, like, whether it be pieces of glass, rocks, anything I can throw.
Okay, so we'll 50-50 it
Yeah.
then of 5 sharp objects, 5 blunt objects. You were looking for thrown
Yeah.
as well. We'll do another 10. Do
Okay.
you want a particular kind, or do you want to
Not
mix?
really.
Okay, mix.
can
These
see-
do 1d4, and your, if I remember correctly, your to hit is based off your dex,
Yeah.
or is that strength?
It's dex for ranged and strength for melee.
Okay, yeah. So they would be ranged attacks, so they would be
Yeah.
dex based.
Although it says thrown attack, and it uses strength.
Oh.
Thrown attack uses strength. Okay.
It could be like kitchen knives.
Real quick.
Classic thing.
Thrown attack.
I
Strength
don't think
modifier.
plastic knives would be
Um,
better.
Hey, I threw one at the marshmallow man.
It was made of chocolate.
okay.
Chocolate.
So because I like this idea, we're gonna do it. Your dex is going to be to hit.
Okay.
The damage that you do can be your strength can modify the damage if you've got a lot
Okay.
of strength.
Okay.
It's just you chuck the thing super hard. Jesse, you were looking for a blade of some sort.
Yeah.
You wanted a light
Yes.
item. Okay, so it's going to be a 1d4. It'll be plus your strength because it's a melee attack that you're making.
Okay.
And then you want heavy.
Yeah, I want heavy.
Okay.
Probably, what would
I'm
be
almost
considered a
certain.
heavy?
Anything that would require 2 hands to hold. So like a coat rack itself would be considered like a 2-handed item. Here, okay, yeah.
The halfling would be considered a heavy weapon.
Ooh, I got one.
So
blunt
if you want to know the damage,
Mhm.
it's going to be 1d8.
Okay, I'm going to try to get a blunt, and
Okay.
I'm gonna just go with a barbell with one of the things taken off, so I can smash stuff.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. So you guys spend a bit of time working on that.
What exactly do I have? Like
Equipment wise?
the improvised weapon. What is it exactly?
It's nothing that I'm choosing. Like you guys, I'm leaving this. I have it just as improvised weapons.
Okay.
So it's anything that you would consider to be an improvised weapon of that
So-
type of nature.
I've got any, like, broken hard piece of metal or glass or something.
If you were to say
Uh,
have a knife, that would be an actual knife. That's an actual weapon.
Yeah.
But an improvised weapon could be anything from like a phone to glass.
Rocks.
Yeah, I've got
the
like
bottle
a stack
you
of 5
have.
cell phones.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I would suppose that if you're planning on, if you want to, you could also make a physical attack with these. I'll say, for the sake of you guys, that it'll probably be at disadvantage.
I wouldn't want to anyway, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a bonus.
Yeah.
But
But the need might arise.
well, I do have my bottle.
Because you can't do a thrown attack if you're right next
Yeah,
to somebody.
but I mean, I do have my broken bottle anyway,
Yeah.
which is 1d4 as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep my. Does anyone need a tiny sword? Anyone that doesn't have a melee weapon?
It'd be like a 1d6 slashing.
I'll take it.
You want that?
Okay.
Jesse's got the scissors.
The half scissors. I think
Uh,
he has the other half.
no, I have
no,
the
you
bottle.
have a bottle.
She has the
Oh,
other
yeah,
half.
okay.
So we have
And
it's
half
one
scissors, half
D6.
scissors, broken bottle,
1d6
barbell.
plus your strength if you're going to use it as a melee attack.
Because despite this stuff, I'm actually a frontline fighter.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we'll move on to clothing. All of you guys. So the Eternity has a like, I guess you could call it a cultural aesthetic that's been made. It all of the clothing fits very much in line with the aesthetic of the ship, which is lots of smooth, white and black, like monochromatic colors. Usually the colors will be in large patches. It's not a whole lot of like small bits and bobs and things hanging off this stuff. Are you guys looking for armor, or are you looking for just clothing to clothe yourself?
I would be looking for protection, so armor.
Okay. Let me crack open the book here. Ooh.
I would also be looking for armor, but I'm also looking for clothes.
Okay.
What page is armor on?
69.
Nice.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
68 and 69.
I'm looking for anything, but I can use light armor. So if I can find that,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go
Same.
for it, but
Same for me.
I'm not like
You lied to me. I'm in the core rulebook.
You're in the core rulebook. I have the equipment.
Do I have that? Not with me.
Okay, I can give it to you in a minute here. Although, honestly, you're gonna find armor-wise just level 1 stuff here.
That's
this is
fine.
not like a military
Yeah.
place. So, your EAC bonus is +0. You can name this whatever you want, and we'll just say for the most part, it's a hardier style of clothing. All of you guys, if you want this armor, can have it. It is light armor. Unless one of you guys doesn't want to wear armor for some reason. I don't know if that would affect anything. Okay. So for theater of the mind type stuff here, what clothing did you guys pick? What do you look like? I know
Probably.
Austin.
What kind of like rough leather clothing would there be that I would find?
Any when you mean rough, do you mean like biker style stuff?
Probably anything that looks like it would protect me the most.
Well, all of the stuff that you guys get is relatively heavy, like as far as clothing is concerned. Because again, this isn't armor.
Heavy
this is
clothing,
just
light armor.
yeah. It's just it's clothing.
So probably
So
leather
yeah,
and something that would look cool-ish. But if I can't find that, then whatever's leather.
okay. We'll say that you get a leather jacket. You more or less you've got the greaser look going on, the equivalent of
Nice.
the greaser look with the aesthetic of the Eternity. So you've got some black pants on,
Rule.
black boots, some sort of white top. We'll say that like it's like a I don't know what they're called, but the it's not a tank top, but there's no sleeves on it.
Oh, that biker vest, kind of.
Not the your shirt underneath the vest is I don't know what they're called. I want to say they're called muscle shirts, but I could be wrong.
That sounds right.
But essentially, it's a t-shirt without sleeves.
Like a wife beater.
Not like a wife beater.
Oh.
Not a tank top type thing. But you've got a sleeveless shirt on. We'll say that's white, and then a black and white leather jacket over that. How does that sound?
That's fine.
Do you want to add anything more to that or remove anything to that?
Rip the sleeves off.
Okay. Anybody else? What aesthetic do you go for? What does your character end up looking like?
Robes, desert stuff if I can.
There's clothing for your race of people. So it's black main body of the suit with white wrappings and loose fitting, or as loose as the aesthetic is. Techno and Ace, what do they end up dressing up as? Again, there's clothing that accommodates your race, so you don't have to make any sort of racial adjustments.
Actually, for me, I was gonna say similar to like what Master Splinter wears from the animated.
Like a bathrobe?
No, it's something similar, but like a little bit more to it. Like I'll have like
You should just wear a full-on Hugh Hefner bathrobe.
You could very easily get yourself a bathrobe if you just want to wear a bathrobe, because that's what Master Splinter wears. Is a bathrobe.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like
Literally.
a or something.
He literally wears a bathrobe.
Huh.
Because they're in the sewer.
That's fair.
We have 2 Jedi on our team.
Yeah, although I don't know why, because you're not a Jedi or anything like that.
I guess I'm more.
Although you don't know that. Nobody knows that. Shut up. Get out of my face.
Surprise! It was
You
Star
don't know
Wars.
All right.
But basically, I guess so. I don't know.
We'll say you find pants, shoes, a shirt, and some sort of coat.
I was gonna say like a trench
Well, like
coat.
a trench coat. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a like a black sort of robe. It's got
Okay.
like a hood. I'm not gonna wear it most of the time, but it has one.
Okay, we'll say that you find something that's like fitted and clean, and the equivalent of like a blazer.
Okay.
But it extends down to being like a robe and has a hood part on the
Yeah, I
back of
can
it.
go for that. That's cool.
So, now that you all have your weapons and quote-unquote armor, I have to remember I have to speak quote-unquote, I can't just do the hand thing.
It's okay.
So-
Austin saved me earlier with the shrug. So
Alright.
Yeah.
So what are you guys going to... you had said, Chris, that you wanted to try and find the beastie.
Yeah. The wild beasties.
hello, buddies.
Does everyone else want to do that, or you guys want to try and go for the power source? Or do you want to talk amongst yourself and try and RP a little bit? Or...
Okay, so... my character really wants a gun.
Yeah.
I would
No,
like one too.
I think the easiest way for us to get a hold of weapons would be to turn the power back on. Might make, us a little more easy, make it easier for us to deal with these things.
I like the
I
way
will hold
you
up
think.
a piece of glass and says, I'm not exactly prepared to fight these things with these.
Having weaponry would be ideal.
You raise a good point. I say at you holding the glass up.
The other thing is, you guys do have essentially a dead body of one of these things. You could just, like, I don't know, poke around at it. Try to come up with any strategies.
I was going to try
for how to
take a
deal
look
with
at its
them.
body. I wanted to see if it's just all
Okay.
just a puddle of chocolate or if there's more to it. Or
Okay.
anything like that.
You should also see if it's edible.
We'll say that this all happens whilst you're looking for your gear and stuff. I want to see if you have to make any sort of... just for the heck of it, we'll say you can give me either an engineering or a life science check.
Hey, I'm bad at both those things.
I'm good at life science. I can help you out there.
That's 16.
Oh, nice.
16? Alright,
Oh,
alright.
sorry, no, 17.
I'll do an engineering check.
I actually got a 16. as
So
well.
all of you guys are going to take a look at this thing?
No,
I'm
sure.
going to take a look at it.
So that's a 16 life science.
16,
17.
or 17. Do you want to make your engineering?
Yeah, I want to see what my bonus is. Right? Okay. Ooh, that's 18.
18. Okay, yeah, that's high enough. All right, you guys poke around. The first thing that you notice is that once the panels started to come off of it, the core temperature of the thing dropped. Once it was dead, more or less, and it dried or cooled very quickly. So it's whatever it was most likely using the panels to kind of keep its temperature up, which is why it was so hot when you grabbed it. The other thing that you notice is that it is chocolate, but it's poorly made. And if you were to taste it, if any of you did taste it at all, it tastes awful. Think like burnt chocolate with the taste of like exhaust
My favorite.
fumes in your mouth as well.
It's just Android chocolate.
It's not Android chocolate. As an Android, you don't like it. It's and then on closer inspection, Ace takes a look at it, and you all notice that it has a type of particulate in it. They look almost like it could be mistaken for like a crystallized type sugar. It's very fine, like near impossible to see normally, and you really, really have to look for it. But there is some amount of technology involved in whatever the liquid form of this thing is.
Nanomachines, son.
That would be probably a
Nanomachines.
good guess.
I
So
look at my hand and I'm wondering, like, do we have these things in us?
So, to really break down what you know about this goop, it's not wholly the candy. It's also some sort of technology. It seems to be trying to keep its core body temperature up, and as if it no longer has a source of heat or energy, it cools extremely quickly, and the more it cools, the more of it you can disperse with breaking it and hitting it and things like that.
Okay.
So next would be to start searching. So we'll go ahead and get some investigation checks rolling.
Perception?
Perception, yes, thank you. My 5th edition keeps on wanting to show itself.
That's a dirty 20.
If we were back in 3rd edition, there was search and spot, if you remember.
It's not...
Get ready to
That's
tell
also
me,
a dirty 20.
3.5.
Okay.
Travis. Get ready to tell me all your secrets, because that was a natural 3.
Sick.
Oh, we dirty 20s bow to your 3.
Yeah, not way.
8.
The one thing that strikes Nade is that, dang, this place is fancy. There's lots of fancy stuff here. Everything's clean.
All the weird dildos all around. Because this is still a sex shop.
It's just the one place.
No, we left the sex
and you
shop,
left.
remember?
We had to go back
We-
to the dead body.
Oh, yeah.
You went back to the dead body, but now you are searching the entire area that you're in. So, Chris,
Man,
you
those
got
dildos are clean.
you
I
got
would really hope that they were.
20. What
Yeah.
was your total?
Same.
We're
30,
both
20.
30 20s.
20. Tom,
8.
8 total. Okay, all right. So, you're just gonna leave him hanging?
Oh, I didn't even see. He wanted to fist bump me. For all you listeners.
That's the only way they can experience this is listening.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Okay, so this works out. Techno, you start to, as you guys are just kind of moving about or whatever, you get the feeling like you're pretty confident in the directions you're choosing of where to go. You can't really tell whether or not it's human intuition or mathematics done by your computer brain, but you continue to make snap decisions. We're going this way. We'll check over here. We'll go down this way. Jesse, Ace, as you're following along, there's maybe a few times where you get a sense in your stomach like, I bet you there's something over here. And you go and, with the lead of these two, you all make it to another similar styled mall-like atrium place. Mm-hmm. I don't know if atrium's 100% the right way to describe it, but make it to this place, and the first thing hits you is the smell. You can smell it. You can smell that this area is where this thing must have come from.
Oh boy.
The shops here are bigger. Like, each individual store is larger. And if you thought the last place was where the rich people spent their money, this place is where the rich people of the rich people spend their money.
The rich people's bosses.
The upper echelon?
Yeah. This is just the I want to waste money area. There's even a small casino, although it's completely closed off. I know the first thing that you thought was, I'm going to steal some money from there. It's completely closed off. It was privately owned. But it does not take you very long to see that the chocolate sludge is emanating from a shop of multiple types of food. It seems to be... You wouldn't know that it's a chain, but if you looked at it, you could tell it's probably a chain place. It's just got those kinds of stylings about it. Very, they probably sell a lot of stuff here. But there's just... It's pouring out of the opening of the shop. It's all across the area in front of the shop. It's hanging down off of the railing. And there's bunnies. There's a couple more bunnies because if you remember, the more of those electrical pads had been swiped, and there are smaller ones. There's ones that you would say are medium size, getting up to Ace's size, but they have more panels on them. And your goal, more or less, if you wanted to get to the core of whatever this thing is, would be to move up 3 floors. Not 3, sorry. It's on the 3rd floor, so you'd be moving up 2 floors. So you could either try and fight or sneak by or whatever. I'll say from right now, you can immediately see 3 of the regular sized bunnies. And on the far side, more over to the left, to the left, is one larger. Not quite to the size that Ace is, but you imagine it could probably get to that size.
Were we gonna fight these things, or get the power on to get some guns first?
I feel like being...
I've always been leaning towards getting the power.
Me too.
Just
I like guns. I like the way you think.
Although trying to avoid fighting these things would be beneficial, considering we do not have the armaments to deal with it.
I concur.
So does anyone know how to get the power on?
You can make a search check.
I have a +8 in engineering.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and give me an engineering roll. If anybody else wants to try it, go ahead.
That is a 27.
Okay. All right.
Mine is 14.
Okay.
I'll make an engineering roll.
We're all just pawns.
You're
in his
basic. You
engineering roll.
guys.
11.
2? 11. Okay. You guys are. You guys are
Damn.
basically just kind of guessing where could power be in this area.
You fools! It is this way!
So, Nade, that was what we chose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like we went through like maybe 3 names.
Yeah. We
Nade.
went through like 70.
Yeah. Nade is the first one to just kind of like, let's try over there, and you just point to a random direction. There's lots of doors and passageways to hallways, similar smaller shopping areas, maintenance places. Techno, you can assume, after you've spent a little bit of time looking at the layout of the ship, you can assume that your best bet would be to go through some maintenance tunnels, but to get to one, you guys are at least going to have to either fight or stealth your way through the first floor that you're on right here. So it's up to you guys if you want to do whichever. But yeah, the goal would be to get to some of the maintenance areas on the ship.
Stealthing sucks. We don't have time for that. Let's just bash our way past these fucks, get a little bit of anger out, and get the power on.
I believe you are the only one with anger currently.
You should all have anger. Don't you have memory loss like me?
Yes, and while it is frustrating, it really is not the time to lose our cool in this area, considering there's several of these things that we had trouble dealing with just one, and we still don't have any weapons to deal with these things.
I have so much cool you do not even understand, and I have the weapon necessary to deal with it.
You held a knife to my throat.
Yeah, because I thought you were part of it. But then you weren't, and I apologized. It was very... I showed a lot of restraint. You should respect that.
I do respect it. Like, I would ask that you respect my decision, my opinion here.
This isn't communism. This is a democracy. I vote we smash them.
I vote for stealth.
Honestly,
I'm not sure you know what communism is.
Look, I don't know what anything is right now. I have memory loss.
I'm not sure I feel
Let's go with that.
I'm not sure I feel confident enough to sneak past them, honestly.
I do, but if I must fight, then I will.
It's split. Okay, what we'll do is we'll try to sneak, and that might probably fail, because I might be a little loud, but...
Like you are now?
Shut up! But, when they notice us, I'll smash them, okay?
That actually seems like a decent compromise.
Fair enough.
That's acceptable.
Okay.
Democracy wins again! Let's go!
Alright, so you guys are gonna...
We're gonna try to be stealthy.
Try to be stealthy. Alright. Give me some group stealth checks here.
Ooh.
That's a 14.
That's pretty good.
That's a nat 1.
Oof.
A modifier of 8.
Natural 20.
16.
Okay. So, sadly, you can really only be as stealthy as the loudest person in your group. So, Tom, I do not remember what your character's name was.
Fish.
Fish. Fish, you become one with the lack of shadows. You remember that Samurai Jack episode where he wears all white and like hides in the light or whatever?
Yeah.
You basically pull one of those. You like slink down to the ground and you're on all 6 and scurry your way to a hiding point.
Oh, it's like a spider. Yuck.
I'm
It's
going
like General
from
Grievous.
statuary to like
Yeah.
bench
And
to...
you start to lead everyone in a line who more or less tries to follow to the best of their abilities what you're doing. And as soon as it's Techno.
Close
Gosh,
enough.
dang it. I'm sorry. My fault. Techno.
We all robos to you, bud?
You fool.
Yeah. I was thinking, was it Chrono Trigger? Is that his name in Chrono Trigger? We'll just say that's what I was making a reference to. So, when you go, you take one step forward, and immediately look to your left, and one's just staring at you.
Damn.
And it's been staring at you.
This game was rigged right from the start.
You assume that this thing has probably been looking at you guys for a while. Especially because earlier it just rolled a 20 on its perception.
Ooh.
So
it doesn't matter anyway.
Does it seem to be, aggressive at the moment?
Right now, it's fixated on Techno. And it's not moving, but it's staring directly at him. Like right at his eyes. Or what you would assume would be staring at its eyes.
Loud whisper. Just keep moving and see what it does. But stay ready.
But I want to smash it.
Okay.
Alright, what are you going to do?
You can't even
I
reach
will
me,
take
little
another
man.
step
Yeah,
and
possibly you.
observe, I guess.
Okay,
throw
as soon as you take another step, it moves with you. And it is trying to keep kind of in line with you, to your left. It has moved closer now.
Okay.
It's no longer just sitting there. It's now like in a prepped state. It seems to be you can assume by looking at this thing that it's waiting for you to make the first move, and it's going to react depending on how you react to it.
Okay, so just to, get a visual.
Yeah.
So this is all in an open area? There's no way we could, hide from the other ones in sight?
So the area that you're in is, we'll say, about a 50-foot wall-to-wall distance at the moment before you would start going into shops.
Mm.
And in the center is some plant life. There's a similar to how a mall would be set up. There's central spots, and you had been led, or Fish had led you guys more so to the right, but keeping low to the ground and behind cover of benches and trash cans of the like. And you are about to head that way because there's a bit of distance where there's kind of nothing. And one's off to the left looking at you.
Okay.
I would say it's about 20 feet away from you at the moment, although you've moved. You've taken 5-foot step forward. It's taken a 5-foot step forward towards you.
Okay.
So it's now about 15 feet away. And it's poised to move, but it is fixated on you. If it was probably watching you guys, but for some reason this one is just fixated, staring at you.
Okay. So there's no, nearby shop I could go into?
Not at the moment. You're kind of just caught out right in the open.
Okay.
You rolled a 1, so you're in the worst. You've been caught.
Again, loud whisper. I'm going to be like,
But you're in.
Nate, get ready to smash it.
Yeah, I like this plan.
So for a little bit of reference, the largest one that you had seen was a ways away. If you guys were to make a lot of commotion and stuff, it would probably come over here. But for the most part, you could potentially have a fight over here without drawing its attention. It just depends on how much of a mess you guys make.
Okay. My improvised weapon, what would the range be?
The range? So I'm going to say 100 feet that you could throw this thing, because you are, you're dexterous. If you wanted to push it beyond that, you would roll for disadvantage unless you had sufficient enough strength for it.
Okay.
100 feet is far as
that's a
fuck.
That's not even going to come up with this.
True.
So.
Daggers in D&D are 20.
The reason why I'm saying that is just because it's a ranged weapon, and the closest ranged weapon that I could think of off the top of my head was a crossbow, and that's 150 some feet or whatever. So I don't want you to have to worry about it too much.
I guess we're probably going to end up fighting it anyway, so I'm going to use my improvised weapon. I'm going to say I have a bunch of glass and maybe some tools or something, like a screwdriver or something like that. or a sci-fi equivalent or whatever.
Hydrospanner.
Yeah, hydrospanner
I
or
was
something
just
like
about to
that.
say that
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Hey, is reading in action a thing in this?
So
I'm gonna say yeah, but we're kind of in a pseudo surprise round. I guess
Both are aware of
Yeah.
each other, so there's no.
They're-
We're not going to get any extra.
Well, I'm
attacks or-
just Nate is
You're
pretty much ready
yeah.
to bash this thing's.
Yeah, you're gonna
everything out.
You're gonna run over to attack this thing as soon as it tries to move.
Yeah, Nate has moved back towards Techno and is ready to smash.
Essentially, I'm going to give Techno one action here before we roll initiative for this thing.
yeah, so let's say 13 to hit.
13 hit. You're gonna throw blunt object or a sharp object at it.
Sharp.
Sharp object. Okay, 13. What do I have? I think I push in. Uh-oh. Give me one sec. Oh, I gotta open up the monster manual. Where did I put it? Yeah, it hits.
Cool.
You hit this thing. Roll your damage.
So 1d4. That is a 1.
1?
Yeah.
Okay. It flies straight and true and goes, and it goes into the goop and just kind of sinks into it a little bit. It probably did some damage, but eventually the glass or whatever you threw comes out. Nothing too crazy. So now let's roll for initiative.
I got 21.
14.
21.
Real excited to smash this thing.
7 over here.
Oh, I got a high number. I'm very disappointed in it, though, because it's a waste of a natural 20.
Oh, 20?
23.
Ooh.
23. Okay.
What a waste. What an absolute waste. I was like, ooh, it would be nice to roll high here. Not that high. Well, I see a natural 1 in my future.
I got mine out, so.
Okay. So,
yeah, I'm
First-
confident about stealthing. Rolls a 1.
Jesse, you are first to act.
Okay. How far did we get away from Techno before he got spotted?
You're within movement, so if you wanted to close distance, you're within 30 feet
Okay.
that you could make to reach the assailant.
Alright.
Although the assailant is still 15 feet away from Techno.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move closer to Techno. Maybe to just a little, like, within...
Try and side up
Yeah.
next to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Are you going to try and do this stealthily, or are you going to run over and open combat?
I mean, if he's coming up next to me, I assume he'd be seen anyway.
Question. Can I hide behind him?
I mean, yeah, you could make an attempt. Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to make an
Also-
attempt to hide.
How is this going to help you, though?
I don't know.
Huh?
Are you a rogue? Do you get additional damage
No.
for attack?
Figured it'd be kind
And
of...
also, you are hiding behind something that would be considered. Hey, that's a guy over there.
That's fair. Alright, then I'm just going to break stealth and go over to him.
Okay, so you're just gonna. All right.
And then I'll pull out the half scissor that I got from him and have it out,
Are you gonna? Okay, so you're just gonna.
be ready.
Don't come over
Play
near
defense?
you!
Yes.
Okay. We'll say a held action.
I'll stab you!
I'll stab you.
Okay. Next is Austin. Now it is your turn.
Alright, it's my time.
Yes.
Can I close the distance?
Yep. All of you can close the distance to the rivet.
Alright. The ribbit?
Yes. I was saying rabbit in a funny way.
Oh.
Wabbit
I thought
I'm
it was
hilarious. Laugh at my jokes.
I thought it was the
Insert
frog,
laugh
and
track
I was like, man, I don't want to kill the frog.
It could be a frog.
Chocolate frogs.
I'm just gonna yell out,
I'm
run
sure there's
over,
a copyright in there
and
somewhere.
smash
Just
this
slam.
fuck.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll, please.
No.
That is.
Okay.
This
Like
is like
the-
a simple weapon, right?
Yeah, you got a blunt, heavy weapon, so you damage-wise, you'll do a single D8 to this thing.
Okay, so
Plus your strength.
11.
11. That does not hit.
Fuck.
You come orcishly screaming out with this thing, and you slam down. And you thought what you had was a tiny bit longer than what you actually had, so you just like, wham! Right in front of this thing. And it stumbles back a little bit, because it almost got hit by something.
Uh-huh.
But now, it is... Chris, your turn. You can react.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, wait, didn't I just do something? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that was technically a surprise round, so a different thing. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
do the same thing, I guess.
Throw another one.
Yeah. That
Sharp
is
as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That's going to hit.
Okay. A 1.
1 on damage?
Yep.
Alright. Second verse, same as the first.
Yeah.
This thing, it's taking damage.
It just does a clay face there where it just absorbs it in there.
Yeah, you've got one of the plastic knives from earlier. You just chuck that thing. Okay. Now is the Ribbit's turn. The bunny, frog, rabbit.
The bunny frog.
Alright,
That is a horrifying thought. A chocolate bunny frog.
Okay, so it is going to make a attack, a jump, a leap at you,
no.
Chris. Going for techno. And yeah. 16.
What is this?
It would be against your kinetic.
That matches 16.
Okay. Ties go to the defender. So
Nice.
this thing lands on you, and you can immediately, you know what happens when these things touch stuff. So immediately, rather than grabbing or anything like that, you just fling it off of you. Luckily, now you're
Nice.
wearing more than nothing. So you don't think it was on long enough to definitely wasn't on long enough to hurt you, and it wasn't on long enough to, we'll say, damage your new clothes.
Nice.
So you get this thing off you. It has now moved. It made a leap attack at you. You will say moved to your right or left. Which would you say you threw it?
Let's just go left.
Left? Okay. Threw it left. It's now about maximum distance from Fish. You guys are still within range, but you'll have to move up to it. And speaking of Fish, it's Fish's turn.
Wait a minute. Did it leave? Is attack of opportunity a thing?
It is, but it didn't make the move.
Okay.
Essentially, it was jumping through the air on an attack, and Chris batted it away.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeet.
Okay, I'm going to try throwing a blunt object at it, see what happens.
okay.
Also, do you know how much time we have left in this episode?
We're just at the 1 hour mark.
13 to hit.
13 hit, that's going to hit.
Okay. And what's my damage with this thing? 1d4?
1d4. And then if you have any if you have any strength, that will affect your damage. You would add that to your damage.
Sadly, I have a +0.
That's,
I mean-
that's more than what I have. I have a -1.
That's going to be 5 damage then.
5 damage? Okay. All right.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage.
That's 4 times what I did.
Yeah.
I just baseball pitch this thing.
My pen.
Was that like that one movie with the kid who actually gets injured and his like tendons get super tight, and when he throws baseballs, it's like a super fastball.
I have no idea what you're
It
talking
was like a
about.
I don't know what
movie.
you're talking about.
It was a weird
Yeah.
movie.
Usually when you get injured, you can't play baseball.
It was a weird like,
Okay.
kid movie.
A new enemy has entered the fray because an orc came screaming and slammed something on the ground. And it's
I wonder
going
who that was.
hella last.
I don't know, guys.
Okay, alright.
Must
Oh
be
my
another
God, my
orc
pen.
around here.
I hate my pen so much right now.
Oh man,
Okay.
Orc made of chocolate.
Jesse, it's your turn again.
Okay. Because it's like right next to me now.
It's not. Were
I
you
was
moved
next
to
time.
his
I moved to his right,
his right? Okay.
so I'm right next.
So
to him.
it's a bit on the left.
Mm.
You could still easily get this thing.
All right. Then I go around him to so I'm gonna stab
You take attack of opportunity from him.
just stab him. Ah!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No. And then I use the scissors, and I'm gonna try to aim for one of the panels.
Okay, you're gonna try and take one of the panels off.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack. Don't roll a 1.
Listen here, you.
He said to his dice.
Yeah, he said it to his dice, not Travis.
To clarify, I roll the dice, and it's gonna be a 16 to hit.
All right, 16. That's gonna hit.
And the scissors was a d6.
Yes, a 1d6.
1.
All right.
1! Ha ha ha!
You take a slash at this thing, and it goes through the chocolate material. You're sure you took some of it out, and this thing actually doesn't necessarily look like it has as much mass, especially because the blunt object that it was hit with before took a large chunk out. So maybe a little bit more to go. All right, next is Austin. It's your turn to redeem yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna run over to this thing. And, is flanking a thing?
Flanking, I believe it is.
Yes, get a +2 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, so can I do that?
Yeah.
Alright.
You're well within range to pull that off.
I'm gonna run over going, "Get the fuck back here, you little shit!" And then I'm gonna try to smash it. .22.
Doesn't hit. No, that hits. That definitely
Oh,
hits.
imagine.
Okay. Roll your damage. You do 1d8 plus strength, which is a lot of damage.
10?
You, again, it's time to redeem yourself. You lift this weight up and you slam it down. Now that you've swung it at an enemy, you know the distance. And you hear the crack of the panels. As it slams into the ground, you then feel and see them break, and the goop just spreads everywhere. Yeah, you've flattened it out and took. It's almost like someone took a butter knife and just laid it off over the floor.
Lovely.
It cools down instantaneously, and there's chocolate on the floor now.
This is great. Did you see that?
Would you lower your voice? There are more in the area.
I'll kill him
I give you
too.
4 thumbs up.
Chris,
I go over and pat him on
it's
the
your
shoulder.
turn, and as you look around,
But yes.
another one is coming.
God damn it.
I'll kill them too. I'll kill all of them.
It's just all of a sudden,
I assume
Yeah,
it's within,
I'm feeling a bit more
100
confident
feet,
about
so
this.
Yeah.
For any thrown weapon, it's
Yeah.
definitely in range. You guys, we'll say that you're all pretty good at throwing things,
I...
and it's in space, so gravity's whatever. Who cares?
Gravity's whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a blunt one this time.
Okay.
That is a 14.
14, that hits.
Okay, so 1d4. 2.
Okay, you do 2 damage. Alright. Now it is Fish. Tom.
Alright.
You can see that over the cover that you have at the moment, because you never left your cover, another one is coming.
Okay, I'm going to try to intercept it with another cell phone or whatever I've got.
Okay.
You could get like a water bottle filled with
Are you
some
throwing a
heavy stuff.
Nokia at them?
Yeah.
That's the one thing, we don't have to worry about water. I realized that. We established that last round.
Mhm.
Or last
The place has running water.
does.
Oh hey,
We just need food.
there's 2 headed towards us.
No, there's one headed towards you at the moment. You've just taken down one.
That's just an 11.
Just an 11? That does not hit.
Oh, I thought there was another one after that.
No.
Oh, so it's just the same one that was headed towards us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, that's fine. It already knew I was screaming.
Okay, so that doesn't hit. You throw. You miss. We'll move on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shame you.
I'm going to stay where I'm at, too. I'm not going to move.
Okay. So now this thing's movement, it will move up and immediately see the big orc. And it's going to spend most of its movement kind of circling, almost like a wolf, circling around even further to the left. So it's trying to get to Austin's left side. And we'll say that it doesn't quite make it in range to make its attack. But it's getting up there. It's coming towards you. And it seems to have locked on to you.
I grin and I kind of beckon it
Quick
at
question.
me.
Come at me, bro.
So I'm further back. The three of them are up forward.
Yeah.
It's coming around to
It's
Nade's
the
left.
the distance is increasing from you.
Yeah. Nade's left.
Yeah.
Is Nade on the left? And so it's circling the whole group?
So if you were to draw a line from where you're standing to your immediate, well, not immediate, to your left, after some distance, is Ace. To Ace's immediate left is Techno. Then a little ways away from that is where Nade is standing.
Okay.
And they're all facing towards where this thing is, and this thing is hugging the far wall, more or less,
Okay.
and moving in.
Yeah, I was trying to see if this one is also focused on him in particular, or if it just...
No, it seems it seems focused in a very similar way, but it's focused on Nade now.
Okay. Trying to parse their behavior.
And Jesse, it's Ace's turn.
Sick. I'm gonna try to get over to him to back him up.
It's her, but yeah.
Her.
Sorry.
Are you going to make an attack?
Sure, I'll make an attack on it.
Are you going to throw something, or are you going to? Because you have throwables, and you also have
You know what? I'm gonna throw
a
one of my...
stabby. You have a stabby thing.
I do. I have a slashing thing, and I have a stabby thing, and I have plastic knives I can throw. Which I'm gonna throw a plastic knife.
Okay. All right.
Because why not?
Throw your plastic knife.
It's one of those high quality plastic
It
knives.
is. It's pretty high quality. It's pretty high quality. What'd you roll?
2 minus my...
No, that's only for damage.
No,
It's 2 plus your dexterity to hit.
oh yeah, so that's 5. So no.
You do not hit. You lean around and just throw a plastic knife in it.
You hit Nade.
You overshoot it. You hit the wall. You were too zealous.
Knife explodes. Uh-oh.
Ding, ding, I'm gonna hit this.
You pierce a hole right through the hull of the ship, and everyone dies. No. Okay.
That would be a fantastic way
That'd
to
be
go out.
impressive.
That
to
would
do
be
it
an
with
impressive
that.
way to die. But
It'd be impressive that the ship's not
it is
there.
now Nade's turn.
Is that decrepit?
Alright.
Smash. Nade smash.
Alright, so this thing is circling me, wanting
Yeah.
to fight me,
Yes.
challenging me.
Yes.
Nate is gonna, pick the barbell up, probably still dripping with chocolate.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, you want some? And then run over and smash it.
Okay.
$11.
11 does not hit.
Alright.
You hit your
That's
foot.
that's what you rolled. I think when you first made the
Yeah,
first attack.
it is.
Okay.
Look, they're bunnies.
Yeah. You come running at this thing.
Was
You
it
get
the-
close to hit it, and for a second, you remember what it was like to get grabbed by this thing, and so you kind of hesitate a little bit. You don't want to get too close to it. Swing and a miss. You're fending it off. We'll say that you're keeping it back.
Let's go then. Fight me.
Techno.
Okay. I will go with another blunt improvised weapon.
Gotcha.
That is a 17 to hit.
That is going to hit.
Okay. 1.
All right. This thing. All right. Now I know. You hit it.
Oh boy.
The blunt object does a little bit more than it removes a bit more. It seems that the blunt object probably worked a little bit better than the bladed ones.
Yeah, I got that impression.
But it's not hard to tell now. The big one's noticed, and it's moving its way over. Although
They
it'll
like
probably
me.
be a little bit. It's got some distance to travel. So next is Fish.
All right, I'm going to grab one of my other blunt objects. Let's say this is a small, like, knick-knack ceramic cat.
Okay.
And just chuck it at it.
All right. You throw your cat at it.
I thought that was a rhyme you were saying as you threw it.
Fish throws his cat at it.
Knick-knack ceramic cat. And you throw it.
It's a 23.
That's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
Five damage.
All right. This is a lot of damage that this thing just took. All right. We go back to the top of the round. Jesse, it's your turn.
All right.
The larger one has moved closer. It's not in combat range, we'll say,
Okay.
but it's moved closer.
I'm gonna take out my hat. I still have my half sister out. I'm gonna go
Stab it.
slash it. I guess because it's a slash weapon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab it.
Do your thing.
That's a 14.
That's gonna hit. All right.
I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, wait, this is a strength-based attack. I have -1 to strength.
Give me some damage.
Bowl.
4 damage. All right. You take a big chunk out of this thing. You would surmise that this thing has reached its limit. Any more would probably kill this thing. It's down to 1 HP.
Ah.
Austin.
Alright. It's
Do
still
your
by
thing.
me?
What?
It's still by me?
Yeah, it has not moved.
It mad?
Actually, wait.
Wasn't it supposed to attack me?
It was supposed to attack.
Okay. Do it.
Brain don't work no goods. It's gonna make its attack towards you. Ignore the bad initiative. It doesn't. It jumps and misses. It doesn't even get close. This thing has lost a lot of mass in the past, 5 seconds. So, not surprising. It's right next to you.
Alright.
If there was ever a perfect time, now's the perfect time.
Thwack it!
I wanna try and bat it out of the air.
Okay. Totally.
Swing, bada bada.
17.
That's gonna hit. This thing jumps at you, and you were ready for it. It jumps at you in the perfect arc, and you just swing.
Home run!
What's the quote from the movie that I'm trying to think of, where he's got to swing the baseball bat at aliens?
Swing away.
Swing away.
All right, I thought there was a name involved in that. Swing
Meryl.
away something.
Yeah.
All right,
Swing away, Meryl.
whatever. You swing. You hit it. Everything goes flying. Chocolate. Weird sex pads. Bunny ears. All across the floor.
You bunny fucks have nothing on me. Now that I have a sort of actual weapon, I guess. Just wait till I get a gun.
Okay. The large bunny is moving its way on over to you guys. You can either I'll say you guys each. I'll give each of you one attempt to either hide from it, or you could try and fight it.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Let's kill this thing.
Yeah.
It's larger.
I double up. I have both my, let's say, potted plant.
Okay, little cactus.
Little cactus.
That does piercing damage too.
Does that do piercing as well?
No, not enough.
And
I don't know about that.
we'll say dead battery. Like a
Okay.
battery in my left hand.
Okay.
Techno kind of sighs and is like, I'm tired of dealing with these fucking things, but okay, I guess. I will get a.
I'll start 2 pieces of glass crossed with my other 2 hands down like this.
I've got like a heavy book, let's say.
All right. Yeah. And book in this being essentially just like a tablet, like a Star Trek style.
But it's really big. For
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason.
It's chunky.
It's a chunker.
Yeah.
It's a few generations old.
Yeah. It's a classic. All right, so you guys are gonna fight this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I pull out my.
We're keeping the same initiative order. I'm going to roll this thing into initiative.
We pull out my plastic, my knives,
All right.
my plastic knives.
Okay. Who do you want last? So next would be Chris. Your this larger bunny, it's about twice the size of the other ones, is moving in. It has more electrical panels on it, but it seems to be, the same general kind of makeup.
Okay.
So you can't imagine it'd be too different to fight this thing than the others.
I'll throw my quote book at it.
All right.
That is a 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. And 4 damage. Oh boy.
Okay, that's
3 more than you've been.
for the damage you've been doing. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You throw the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition rulebook at it.
Some book salesman's like, what is this trash?
Okay. Then it is its turn. So
The clown?
the clown.
What?
What?
It.
Oh, it! Oh my god!
Oh.
So I'm rolling the dice now. Let's see. Austin, it picks you. It's definitely not because of that comment. It's totally because I rolled the dice. All right.
I mean, I'm also a big orc that just fucking murdered both of the other bunnies.
And also, I think you and Ace are the only, the furthest up.
You're also the loudest. So.
Yeah.
You are
I'm
also
definitely the loudest.
And the biggest.
Loudest, biggest weapon, most bunny blood on me, which is chocolate.
So,
There's a
it
good
closes
quote.
the distance.
Uh-huh.
And then it stops short, we'll say, 20 feet from you. And prepares to do something.
Okay.
It hunkers down. Next up is Fish.
Question.
Sure.
I don't have the book, so I can't check this. But I've been thinking in terms of 5th edition's actions.
Yeah. So have I.
We're in Starfighter and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Can I take the full attack action and throw both of my blunt objects and give up my move action?
Sure, because I think that rule is cool. I like doing that. Yeah, we'll say sure.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I forgot.
It isn't in most things, but it was in 3.5 and I think Pathfinder. I don't know if it is.
It was in Pathfinder for sure, because I remember it was used a lot.
or at least we did it in Pathfinder.
When I'm DMing, the rules are very fluid. So
Okay.
I'm going to say yes.
So
Next person will say no.
Natural 1 on the first one.
Oh.
It happens.
Natural
At
20
least it
on the
wasn't a
second one.
melee attack.
16 on the second one.
That one does hit.
No, 17 on it.
That
You
hits.
throw a boomerang. Don't know what it does because you lost your memory. It hits you in the face.
You lose your memory again.
Who are you people?
What are you? What am I? Who am I? What is this thing?
That's a 3.
That'd be horrifying if you
damage.
lost your memory and just saw that first thing.
Somebody's calling you,
Fish.
Fish! What the fuck are you doing? Stab it! And it's just a chocolate monstrosity. What?
Oh, man.
Okay. You throw your cactus at it.
Uh-huh.
And the cactus grips and pulls some pieces off of it. It doesn't react. It's not. It doesn't care what's happening to it. It's focused on doing something.
This is fine.
This is fine. Then we go back to the top. Ace.
I'm gonna throw another plastic knife because why not?
Okay.
Go
You
for
throw
broke.
another plastic knife.
I am out of blunt objects. I have 4 pieces of glass remaining.
You could try and run over and grab them.
11.
That does not hit. Not a swing, but a throw and a miss.
Oh.
This time you undershoot it.
It just like sticks right in the ground in front of him.
Yeah. You're coming to realize that kitchenware is not
sucks.
really aerodynamic. But then again, none of the things any of you have been throwing has been very
We're just that good.
aerodynamic.
We're just like that.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do any movements or anything like that?
I'm just gonna stick next to. I'm gonna wait next
You
to
could-
the maid.
We've just established you could make a second attack as a
That's
full-
true. You know what? I am
full
gonna do
action.
that. I'm gonna cough up my movement action just to attack.
Do it.
Watch it be like an act 1 because
Do it again.
it's a 3 at this point. It's 6. So no.
That's fine. That's fine. You miss. It happens to everybody. It just so happens to happen to you more than everyone else. I'm sorry.
Hey, I've missed.
Fuck kitchenware.
Chris, it is your turn.
I feel like that's ill-advised.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
It's your turn.
I am not going to be moving, so I will do 2 attacks.
Do it.
So one is a 12 and the other is 6. So I don't think those will.
Those do not.
Damn.
The 12
I assume that's
hits.
matching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 12 hits, but it hits one of the panels and psh, it jiggles
Yeah,
the
I
panel
kind of
a little
figured
bit,
that was
but
the
then-
AC from earlier.
Next is this thing's turn.
Wait.
Right,
I think you
no.
skipped me as well.
I completely
yeah.
skipped you. I thought you
Damn,
went.
Travis.
I
It was
thought you
because of the comments earlier.
Who knows? Whatever, man.
Well, I'm gonna run
Go.
forward. I don't care what this thing is gonna try to do. I'm gonna hit it.
I'm writing all this stuff down on a single sticky note, and my pen is going out of ink. So I'm having issues. Okay.
Is this thing gonna attack me when I run up?
You run up to it. Yes, it is gonna do its action to jump at you.
Suplex.
I'm going to roll the attack here. $19.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Just barely.
Okay. 5 damage.
And I'll only take 4 because I have damage resistance.
All right, but
At 1 point.
it burns just like the last one did, but there's I don't know, maybe if it's just because you know now that there's like machines in it, you can almost feel like it's doing something to you.
This is just gonna make me angrier, and I'm gonna try to smash it real hard.
Okay. You are not grappled or anything like that. It is just like gooped onto you.
Pleasant.
19.
That's gonna hit.
I gotta. Oh. 4.
4.
The disappointment in your voice. Ow.
Yeah, that's the second lowest I could have rolled.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't rolled a
All
1,
right.
so...
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. The proper, actual thinking about It's its turn now.
Mm-hmm.
Its turn. By the way, I don't have a name for these enemies. I had asked earlier, Ty, if he would help me find a name for this thing, and he ignored me. So, they're nameless.
Much like us.
Yeah.
You and I aren't so different.
Yeah, it just starts talking. It gives you the villain speech.
We live in a society.
Nanomachines, son.
Nanomachines, son. Okay. It is going to slurp off of you and make another attack. This time it's going to, if it succeeds, it will attempt a grapple. If it succeeds. It doesn't.
Are we doing EAC or KAC?
This is KAC.
Okay.
Yeah, it does not. So it jumps at you, but you're prepared for it and dodge out of the way.
So fast.
You can use your imagination to see how that's going to go. I'm getting tired of explaining it.
That's great DMing.
Yes. Next is now Fish.
All right. Do I have a straight line of sight, clear path to it? Straight to it.
Straight to it, like that you could move.
Yeah.
No, there's a central median type thing with plants and stuff in it. That is, the plants aren't super tall or anything like that, but
okay. How far away is it from me?
Well within movement range. You could easily get over to it if you wanted within your 30 feet.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to hop over the barrier
Okay.
and then charge.
Okay. Do you want to hop over carefully, or are you trying to...
I'm going to acrobatics.
Okay, make an acrobatics check for me. We'll say, real quick, DC... I'll put it at 13 to successfully get over with unbroken movement, so you can hop over and then do your charge.
22.
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
That definitely does it. So,
I'm using
gracefully...
I'm using the scissor
Okay.
to charge it, and I'm going to rush up and try to slice it with the scissor.
You're just going to slice it with a scissor? Okay.
Slice and dice.
Alright. You do so. Make your attack roll. I believe charge... What does charge do after you succeed your attack roll, if I remember?
Doesn't do anything.
It's just
it
a...
adds a +2 to hit.
Okay. Alright. I always get this kind of stuff confused with like bull rushing and overrunning and all that kind of...
21 to hit.
That hits. Roll your
It's a
damage?
D6.
Yes. Yes.
That'll be 5 damage.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
It's been consistent 5 damage.
Yeah. I've been pretty consistent 1 damage.
I would say same, except I've missed most of my attacks so far.
Well, you've been consistently not hitting. There you go.
Okay. Jesse, it is back to you.
Alright, I'm going to take the other half of the scissors I have, and I'm also going to run to the thing and slash it.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Don't lose your way in the night.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
4.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
This is so sad.
It is sad. Play the sad music now. I'm not gonna
Alexa.
I'm in danger.
Now it will be Austin's turn.
Alright.
Whack the
Smash it!
Okay. Smash it. Smash it good. hurt this thing.
A 19 doesn't crit, does it?
No.
Not with this, no.
This is an improvised weapon.
Alright. 5 damage.
5 damage, alright.
The third worst damage I could have done. Rolling really low for damage, except I think that one.
I would like to not be using an improvised weapon already.
Yeah.
This is episode 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead and Chris,
about that.
it's your turn.
Okay. I will use a blunt improvised weapon. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Or actually, no, it's a dirty 20, but regardless.
Who cares?
2.
2.
Um,
Okay.
I'll add a sharp one onto that. Because I'm not moving.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Because you kill it.
Cool.
Uh,
Good, because I'm out of blunt ones now.
Similar to the first one that you guys, killed. You take a large chunk out of this thing, and it slowly and moves around a little bit, and then just kind of falls down and stops moving. The electrical panels stop getting their connection to each other, and they stop. Combat is over.
Good.
There's still technically one more in this area, but
Is it further away from the rest?
yeah, it hasn't noticed you guys. You could take it or leave it. That's what
Can
I'm
I
gonna say.
pick up my
Retrieve your stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll say that you lose 2 of whichever.
So I pick up the battery. The ceramic cat is gone. The potted
You
plant is
did
scattered
also
everywhere.
do, I think, 2 attacks of bladed
Yes.
as well.
That was all just shattered glass. So
Yeah, we'll say that's no good no more. And then same for you. Just get rid of 2 of whichever one you want.
Okay.
so I have a cell phone,
I'll say I lost the sharp ones.
I have a cell phone and a battery. And
I imagine you walking around with like a fucking Walmart shopping bag, like a plastic Walmart bag with all this shit in it.
I have a battery, and I have this thing. What would another thing be? Just
You got a cat, you got a battery.
I got my book back,
because it's
guys.
ceramic. I'm gonna go with just a rock or something that was like part of one of the scenery things.
Like scenery things. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna ask you guys: do you want to fight another one of these singular things, or do you just want to move on? Because you could very
In
easily
character?
move it.
No.
No.
Out of character? No.
Okay. Okay.
I am.
I also agree with that sentiment.
You don't have to
just
get
gonna-
close to the mic, man.
I'm doing my own thing. If it like at all comes into range and like is like, what are you guys doing over here?
Mhm.
I will just go smash it.
Okay.
But if it's just like off on the other side of the mall, I'm
Mhm.
not gonna give a fuck enough. I will go over to these dead ones, and whatever plates I did not smash with a barbell,
Okay.
I'm going to take.
Take those. All right.
Just start sticking them on myself.
Yeah, can I do anything with them?
You instinctively, the first thing you want to do is you want to break them. You want to rip them open and break them. Like you want to. You don't know why, but you just want to open it up. Ever since you've woken up, you've had a strange fascination with like just you want to open things and break things that are technological in nature.
I'll grab one of the ones I did break, and I'll do that with it.
Okay, it'll take a little bit of time.
Hold on, guys, I gotta break this shit. 1 second.
Okay, you pick up, like you walk over and just full on like Indian style sit on the ground right in the middle of the opening. You start opening it up. You don't know what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
You don't know.
That's
what
never
you're
stopped me
doing.
before.
That's never stopped you before. And you just start kind of fiddling with things. You surmise that if you really wanted to, you could spend a decent amount of time sitting here in the open in a dangerous area and probably make a thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Or you
walk
keep
over.
on moving.
I'm gonna walk over and you're like, Nate, we have to get to the maintenance tunnels, was it? Or something?
Yeah,
correct.
We have to turn the power on.
But I'm making shit. Like, I don't know why. But I
It
feel like
feels
this
right.
is good.
Yeah, it feels right.
Well, just bring it with. We'll get.
Or you could even just leave it here. I do not imagine it will be gone when we return.
I need a Walmart shopping bag. 1 second.
Well, I don't know. Those little robots were cleaning stuff up.
I'm gonna, like, grab a Walmart shopping bag. Or can we, let's just say Space
okay,
Mart.
you've got pockets now. You can just
Yeah.
take this
But
stuff.
these have, like, goop on them.
Yeah, but the goop cools real quick when they're dead.
Oh well. I'm gonna take a Space Mart shopping bag.
Okay, cool. All right.
And I'm gonna just stuff them in there. And
You
like,
run over to a shop that's nearby and you just
Yeah.
take the bags
Yeah.
from it and you go
like
over.
some
and-
crazy ladies that I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like have them like sling them over my shoulder, hooked on, and then I'll like as I'm walking, I'm just gonna like keep ripping this one like half a plate apart.
just you're disassembling it in
Yeah.
a very orcish way. You're carefully disassembling this
Like,
this
the
electronic
one that I
device.
really carefully worked on, that I was like, I was sitting down for a minute or two. I'll have put that one away,
Mhm.
and then like
One
another
of the
one
other
of the
cracked ones that
yeah,
you
one of
caught
the-
right.
one of the really smashed up ones. I'm just gonna start ripping that and like looking at parts and seeing
Okay.
like how it works as I'm walking.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, we'll say that you'll take disadvantage on any perception,
No, that's
investigation type stuff that you would normally do,
Yeah.
because you're otherwise occupied.
Yep.
We'll also, just for the sake of it, say that you're flat-footed for unless you put it down.
fine. Yeah, unless
Um,
somebody warns me, hey, there's another fucking bunny, and this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
has a gun.
So you
I'm
guys
taking
open
that fucking gun.
You guys get to the maintenance tunnels, and there's a bunny with a gun.
It's made of chocolate.
He's got 2 guns.
Willy Wonka's behind him.
Hello there.
He taps his cane on the ground and goes, "Do it."
Oh God, Travis! It's Snowpiercer's a sequel to Willy Wonka, and this is a sequel to Snowpiercer. Willy Wonka still lives.
We're not gonna get involved with this. We gotta
All right.
move on.
All right. Okay.
Maintenance cells. Let's go.
All right. So you guys work your way over to some maintenance tunnels. They're not tunnels. I don't know. I think that was Tom's fault.
Maybe.
Maintenance.
I could have sworn you said something.
I probably did.
It
But
was area.
I'm the DM, so I don't take any blame.
Okay.
Yeah, shut up, DM.
Well,
Oh, no.
So this place is more industrial than the rest of the ship. We'll give you guys. Give me one investigation check from one of you, whoever's going to lead the way. I say investigation, but I keep on
Yeah,
using
perception.
Perception.
I would assume probably me or Jesse. What is
Yeah,
your
whichever one of.
I have 4.
I also have 4.
So one of you
go
lead
for
the
it.
way.
You're the droid. Go for it.
Ooh, that's a nat 1. Plus 4.
Can I roll?
Okay, not before
I
the
got you.
consequences.
I've been around the block a few times. I think I can understand this. There's nothing about this I understand.
Yeah. You wander around in the maze-like back rooms and hallways of the ship for a while. You guys have
Are
all
you sure you know where you're going?
been
Maybe.
without food and not without sleep for a long time now. So everybody's feeling hunger. Everybody's feeling hungered. Hungered? I can't speak English.
What the
What
fuck?
happened? What's going on?
DM.
What's happening? Who did this to me?
You're the victim of
Hungered.
your own circumstances.
I think you got a little too in character there.
Some of the plates.
Your one hurt me.
Some of the plates in my bag still have some dried chocolate. If anybody wants that shit.
Yeah, you guys are hungry.
Not hungry?
No, believe it or not, you're
That's
not
what I
quite there
believe.
yet.
You mean the wizard?
No, let's just please let's
Oh.
move on.
You're a wizard there. God. You gotta find a gun, Harry. Dobby's found a rocket launcher.
All right,
And wouldn't you know it?
I'm
A
gonna
weird air shaft opens and he gets ejected out of the space.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I need to take a second.
We're traveling lost through service tunnels.
You're traveling lost through service tunnels.
Okay. I love gun.